Hey guys, I was out and about. I wasn't gonna record. I forced myself to come here. I miss you guys. I know you guys are waiting for the video, so I'm gonna talk about living in the moment today. And I'm just gonna give you my experience of it, how it's been going with me, and how I've been feeling. So, why do they tell you to live in the moment? Why does everyone keep saying, like, live in the moment? Why does everyone say live in the moment? Live in the moment. What's that gonna do? So, as we said, everything that you want is now. So, if you're not married, you don't need marriage. If you don't have money, you don't need the money right now. If you're not where you want to be, you don't need to be there. You think you need to be there. But if you're not there in the moment, you don't need to be there. Well, I do. Look at all the bills. Look at this. Look at that. I don't claim that I'm more knowledgeable than God. Because if I'm speaking in that way, it means that I know more than God does. And I don't think that's the case. You know? I don't believe that's what you guys mean. I think you guys mean that it's hard to live in the moment. And yes, I acknowledge your feelings. I acknowledge that it's really hard. It's difficult. It's not the best sometimes. But let me tell you, when you asked for what you wanted, living in the moment means starting to live it now. Starting to live it now. Be it. Like, embody the thing that you want. Embody the thing that you asked for because it's already done. Enjoy your moment to the fullest, because if you're not enjoying the moment, if you're not being in the moment, your desire is not going to come to fruition. What you asked for is never going to happen. Divine timing is never going to end. So it's always going to be divine timing for you. There. I spilled everything. We said there's no such thing as divine timing in the sense of time. It's the experiences that we need to go through in order to reach where we want to be. Quit complaining. You know, I have like many people who talk and all what they do is complain. Well, you know, complain is gonna bring complaint. Worry is gonna bring worry. Complaining is very disliked by God. There's a story of the prophet. He knocked on his son's door. The son was at home. I think it was Prophet Yahya, Prophet Zakaria, Prophet Ibrahim. It's Prophet Ibrahim. He was knocking on his son's door. If I'm wrong, correct me. And so the wife opened. She started complaining when the prophet asked her, "How are you doing?" And then he left a note with her saying, like, you know, when my son comes, tell him to do this and that. So then when the son came back home, the wife told him, so he divorced her. And then when he married someone else, the prophet did the same thing. And when she opened the door, that wife had actually not complained. She was talking about how grateful she was of different things. And so then he left a note with her to his son saying, like, this is a good wife and keep her. You guys have to understand that complaining is such a horrible act. Again, if you're doing it, have compassion for yourself. We all do it sometimes, right? But complaining is moving you further and further and further from your path. This is negative momentum. So the more you're talking about the negative things that are occurring in your life, the more you're gonna see them. When you talk about things that are going not your way, you're focusing on them. So you're attracting them more to you. You're giving them your energy. What do I do in this situation? So we said, try to ignore. I don't ignore because I know, like, just don't give it your attention. What's working in your life, shift your attention to what's working in your life. You know, guys, everything is only about perspective. Just like living in the moment, as I was saying, do everything with so much consciousness, with so much being in the moment. If it's not here, then You don't need it. Living in the moment is just working with what you have. What do I have now between my hands? Nothing else matters. Nothing else is my work to do or on me. That's all not my work. That's God's work. Anything that is between my hands right now is me. So let's say, for example, I ask God for something. I get up and I start working on that because it's already done. So I start trying to find ways to feel that happening, to embody it, to be in it, to be in that energy. Now, there's a lot of different ways. That's why people recommend journaling, visualizing, and a lot of different other things. But I mean, it's infinite, the options that you have. The options that you have are immense. You just need to stop trying to control stuff. Don't initiate anything. Just be in your own world. If something comes to you, work with it. If it doesn't come to you, then you're not working with it, because then you're not living in the moment. You're actually manipulating, or you're in need of external validation. You're in need of something. And then if you go within and try to figure out, what is it that I need right now? What is it that I need right now that I'm feeling this urge to do this? That is not in the present moment. Or it's like in the distant future. Something that is not right now. It's not in the now. Ask yourself. And then shift your perspective. Shift your focus. Come back to the moment. If you're doing prayer, pray as consciously as you can. Be in the moment with God. You're praying. Give it all your attention. If you're having a handshake with someone else, feel that handshake. Be in that moment with the handshake. Those are some examples. That's the present moment. That is the present moment. The present moment is beautiful. I think once you know how to be in the present moment, you'll crack the secret to getting anything. You'll just be there. You'll just be there. It's a beautiful feeling, and to explain it is hard. By the way, I haven't slept in like 2 days, I think. So I've been working on inspired projects. And I know there's like people who say like, oh, like you don't need to work, you don't need to do. And then they have these things going on. Like, how are you accomplishing these things if you're not working? There is work, but this is not like an everyday thing. This is like a once in a while. Not once in a while. This is like, once in a while where like you lose sleep, or you'll stay up late, or you like work extra over hours. It won't be like this all the time, okay? Most of the time, it's relaxing. I have nothing to do. I'm in my feminine energy. That's how I am. And things come to me. Things just come. I tell God about them. Even if I lost something, I tell God, you know what? I lost this. Now it's on you. I looked for it and I can't find it. So I'm not giving it more than 2 minutes. And then God guides me to it immediately or later on, whenever I need it. Again, if it's not here, I don't need it. If it's not here, I don't need it. Be conscious. The more conscious you are, let's say it's your phone charger that you need, God will guide you to it faster. The more you listen to your intuition, the more you're in your body, you're going to start feel things. And then you're going to know what that is. And then that voice that comes, because it usually comes, it's the first voice. You're going to go with it. You know how many times, like, if I like wait a minute or two in, I would actually start to want to listen to my mind and change what my intuition told me. And then I'm like, stop, stop there. Because I could recognize it now. I could recognize it happening. So I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.